The new trailer for Breath of the Wild 2 made it very obvious that Link is garbed in a new armor set, and while a large number of Zelda fans think that this could hint at some sort of connection to the hero from 10,000 years ago, I think it's important to talk about the fact that this could just be a new set of armor for the Link of the current era. Regardless of which Link this new attire belongs to, it begs the question, what exactly does it do? What benefits could we get from this new fit? So make sure that you're subscribed as we approach 2,000 subs and like the video as we take a deeper look into Link's new armor set. If we take a look at the aesthetics of this armor set, we can see the design choice is meant to mirror that of a Greek toga or chiton. A green sash with a yellow pattern is draped over Link's left arm and down his back over the brown toga. Braided straps are slung over his right shoulder and around his waist as a belt, which appears to have patches attached to it. In this super flattering upskirt shot, we see the same underwear that Link wears from the first Breath of the Wild. His shoes are laced sandals that go up to his knees. Another notable difference that we saw between the Link in the skies and the one roaming the surface was Link's golden locks flowing in the wind. Presumably, this means Link also has some sort of headpiece or armor to complement this new armor set. Many of the armor sets from Breath of the Wild would alter Link's hair, like the Sheikah set or the many iterations of the hero's tunic. Simple jewelry like the circlets don't alter Link's hair, so unless Nintendo has decided to change how headgear works in the sequel, we know a headpiece has to be included. Unfortunately, there aren't any clear shots that show Link wearing head attire. But if we go off of ancient Greek inspiration, there's a couple options the head attire could be. Tainia, which were simple headbands or ribbons that were a customary part of ancient Greek attire, and wreath crowns made from leaves. Wreath crowns were dedicated more to festive occasions or as a symbol of nobility or great honor. Both of these headpieces go on top of the hair, so unless Link has the bands underneath his hair, it's hard to narrow down what exactly his head armor could be. If we look at Breath of the Wild, there are a few other armor sets that this new one could take inspiration from. Like I pointed out in the last video going over 9 hints at time travel, the Desert Voe and Barbarian armor sets bear the strongest resemblance to the Sky armor. It's important to point out that during the trailer we see Link wearing pants in the later scenes, so in addition to the Desert Voe and Barbarian set, I'd also like to consider the Snow Quill trousers and snow boots as additional armor pieces for inspiration. This gives us a basis to start with for the armor bonuses. Let's first look at the Desert Voe set. The Desert Voe set gives Link heat resistance, but seeing as we are in the sky and not in the desert, this one doesn't seem like a bonus that would make sense. So outside of its similar appearance, there's not a strong connection to make between the two. The Barbarian set does have a bit more similarities, however. With its primitive aesthetic, it also has an ancient feel to it. If we compare it to the new armor set, we can see heavy inspiration was taken from the strapped fur footwear. This is also where the similarity to the Snow Quill trousers and snow boots apply. The tribal war paint also could have affected the design choice to have Link's corruption spreading sporadically. The Barbarian set has an attack power bonus, and once upgraded twice by a Great Fairy, it provides the charge attack stamina up bonus. While an overall attack increase isn't unlikely, it's also very generic in its purpose. As pointed out by members in my Discord, which you can join as well with the link in the description, most of the armor sets in Breath of the Wild served a purpose to the area in which they were obtained. With a setting in a higher altitude, it wouldn't surprise me if we see temperature changes. In the trailer we see scenes of Link with and without pants for this armor set. The first time we see Link wearing pants is at night gliding through the air. It's possible that with the day and night cycle that the temperatures become freezing in the sky at night and require additional clothing in order to prevent Link from freezing. The Snow Quill trousers and snow boots resemblance also hints at this. Beyond that, I think the more obvious bonus would be something tied to flight. With traversal between sky islands, we are going to be utilizing our paraglider very frequently, so it seems likely that some sort of bonus to sailing speed or stamina reduction would apply. A deeper theory that many fans think could be possible is that this armor belonged to the hero from 10,000 years ago. If we do indeed go back in time to play as this ancient hero, then it would make perfect sense as to why we are dressed this way. The other option is that in some way Link gets this new armor set, be it through time travel or gifted to him by the spectral arm or some other means. It's also many people's belief that this new armor set is what grants Link access to the skies, that without this new armor set, one wouldn't be able to reach the islands above. While I think it's more likely that that function is tied more to the arm than the armor, it's not ill-founded. Certain areas in Breath of the Wild are only accessible if you are wearing the correct armor set. The Gerudo set and fireproof armor come to mind. There's a lot of possibilities for this new armor. It could purely be cosmetic and serve no purpose whatsoever. It's extremely unlikely, but you never know. The many different armor sets from the original Breath of the Wild gave you the chance to customize your look and provided a huge avenue for unique playstyles. One of my biggest worries for Breath of the Wild 2 is that Nintendo will backpedal when it comes to additional armor. There's nothing outright hinting that they'll not include a wide array of new armor sets, but it would take a huge part of the game away to tie the player to a limited set of attire. Building off of the systems that they have in the first game will be a fundamental requirement for the sequel, so making sure that this new armor set has something unique about it besides its appearance is going to be paramount. Breath of the Wild 2 still leaves us with more questions than answers. For the time being, I think this new armor set's main bonus is going to be tied to sky traversal. But tell me what you think. What benefits do you think or want from this new set? Let me know in the comments. But for now, that's going to do it for this video. Thank you so much for watching till the end. If you haven't already, please make sure that you're subscribed to the channel as we push for 2,000 subscribers. Like the video if you liked it and share it with a friend. But until next time, I'll see you in the next one.